I'm so obsessed. I'm so in love with you. I just want to tell you I spend every day of my life. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, I will.
What? After one day? Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sam P, and today we're going to talk about Love is Blind, episode 1 for season 3. Yo, this is my first time reviewing Love is Blind. I haven't watched the last season. I watched season 1, really enjoyed it. Got really busy, so didn't have time to do season 2, but season 3 just came out. I watched episode 1 and I was like, I got a lot to say. So here I am. Let's get right into it. So from the beginning of the episode, we kind of can see who are going to be the people that we're going to talk the most about. We are introduced to Bartiste. Bartiste is a 25-year-old accountant, very handsome young buck. Also, I'm like, okay, Bartiste, we see the ladies are liking him and everything. We see Nancy and Raven, they're both interested in him. And Nancy is already talking about how this is the man for her. She is in love with him. I think she is maybe, 31 years old or something like that. And then we have Raven, who is the Pilates / yoga instructor. And she is also liking him a lot. And Raven is talking about she don't think she would be friends with Nancy because of the way Nancy is. Nancy is very bubbly. She has a very bubbly personality. She's giving me Cancer, y'all. She's giving me Cancer woman. Very bubbly, but also very emotional. At some point, she started crying. And I was like, girl, what are you crying for? Seems like she's a sweet girl. She's really into Bartiste. Both ladies, we can see that there's like some type of competition between the two of them, but things kind of like finished really fast when Miss Nancy realized that Bartiste is only 25 years old. She's been telling people how in love she is with the guy. He is her husband. She is into it. And I'm like, that's after what, an hour, 2 days into the shows, like 2, 3, I don't know. But she was so sure of herself that I was really shocked to see that as soon as he told her his age, and she was like, I'm done. And I was kind of shocked, you know, because she talked like she was really sure that Bartiste was the man for her. And she even opened up to him and told him how she has been an egg donor and she's given hundreds of eggs and all that. And I'm like, girl, so you may be having kids from XYZ of XY age of XYZ nationality, but you're worried about your future husband age like that? The delusion. Honestly, for me, I felt like someone that is willing to be an egg donor at least should be a little bit more open-minded. She even said that her being a donor, she's not the mother of the children and everything. And I was like, okay, I get your point, but this is still your DNA that you're sharing with the world. But hey, that's my own view of things. I just felt that based on the way she was talking, I was really shocked that she was like, Baba, you 25, Baba, I don't want to hear. Like, you don't want to hear nothing? So what about the 2, 3, 5 discussion you previously had with him when you felt that he was your husband? That counts for nothing because he told you his age. Let me know what you think in the comment, but I thought that was crazy. See him talking with Raven, and Raven had something to tell him, and I was like, what, girl? Are you like a escort? Like, are you a stripper? Like, what are you doing? She's talking about, yeah, she's a bartender and she always wasn't a problem. I was like, what type of suspense is that? He's like, I'm okay with it. Yeah, he's okay with it, girl. You ain't a hoe or something. You know what I mean? Like, I thought she was going to say something super scandalous. I'm a bad bartender. Okay, girl, well, I'm... Just let me know what you think. I just felt like that suspense was not necessary. That Cole guy, he is a character.
A lot of babies, for sure. Here, I'd say like 7. What do you do?
I'm in nursing, so I'm a critical care nurse.
Oh no, you're a nurse. New nurses. What are you drinking right now?
A beer.
She likes beer with olives.
Ooh, that one is a character. I felt like I was watching a woman speak, but it's a man. It's like, I want 10 kids, I want this, I want that, I'm picky, I want this, I want that, I want XYZ. And I was like, whoa. A lot of personality. A lot. What did y'all think of Cole? Colleen also kind of like stood out for herself. She disappointed me a little bit. So Colleen is the ballerina dancer. So as soon as she introduced herself, I'm a ballerina dancer. She says it to everybody. She talks about how she's limber. She can do the split. She can do that. And all the men are excited. Oh, really, really? Actually, Cole was all in. He said, as soon as she said she was a ballerina dancer, he thought flexibility and he was bought. He didn't even need to see her and he was bought. And yeah, she was telling that to the guys and everything. She really got into Brennan. And when Brennan told her that he didn't want her and everything, she was really disappointed. And then she went with Cole a little bit, got closer with Cole. Then things really started being serious. She's talking about, oh, I don't really like to be in too deep. I don't really like to do this. And she even mentioned whenever Brennan told her nicely as he could, that he didn't want to be with her. Oh, I'm used to that. People always kind of see me differently when I tell them I'm a ballerina dancer, but then they don't want to explore more. Whenever she said that, I felt bad for her. But now, when I saw the way that she was talking to Cole when he was trying to get a little bit deeper with her, I'm like, well, I guess maybe they're not wrong. You know what I mean? You said it yourself, you don't want to get into deep. If you're going to go and marry someone, you're going to have to go deeper to the surface. She got offended because she felt that Cole called her shallow. I don't think he used those words per se, but she also is the one that said that she doesn't want to get into deep. Also, I felt that whenever she said that people are judging her because she's a ballerina dancer, I also felt like she's the one that brought it up to people.
Flexible, super limber. There you go. I do the splits. That's all you gotta know.
So you like to bring it up to people so that they're attracted in you, but then when you don't get what you want out of it, you're saying that it's because people think that you're a ballerina dancer, they don't want anything else out of you. I felt that she was kind of saying one thing then saying the other. I don't know, y'all. After I saw the way she handled the vocal situation, it made me look at her differently. What do you think marriage is? You're gonna get into deep with people. You're gonna see things out of people that you don't like. You're gonna have to show things out of yourself too. Can't be faking your marriage. Andrew also came out as a hot commodity for me. Andrew is the Epicurean. He's well traveled. He's made a lot of money, but now he's like a travel photographer or something like that. And yeah, he knows how to talk. He has the gift of gab, and I don't know. I thought he was hot. I thought Andrew was hot. Whenever he was talking all that sexy stuff to little Miss Nancy, who after she was done with Bartiste decided that she wanted to focus on Andrew, I was a little worried. I was like, okay, I kind of felt on one side, ooh, yeah, attracted, and another side, worried. And let me explain to you why. I'm attracted to the whole a man that's into sex, into the whole transcendental sex, and he obviously seemed to be a man that has been experimenting a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's very attractive. Now I want to know, is that a thing for you? Are you just into getting an orgasm without ejaculating, or is there more to what you're about? You know what I mean? That kind of what came out of me. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna be into experimenting like that for the rest of your life, or do you rather experiment with that one person and that one person only, unless that one person is on the same vibe that you're on? Because if that person is the same vibe that you're on, you're good. My fear of him was that he might end up being a little too much, but I'm not gonna lie. The stuff he was talking about, that sounded really, really nice. What did y'all think? Last, the couple that shocked me. They shocked me. We were not even 45 minutes into episode 1 that they talk about they're gonna get married. Brennan and Alexa. Let me tell you what I thought of those two. First of all, let me start by saying that Alexa is beautiful, curvy woman. She's my curvy sister. Hey. So she was definitely beautiful, well-spoken. I like the discussion having. They seem to be a good match together. Brennan, he gives me the vibe of like southern gentleman from Texas that should have been married by the time he's 22 and already be having like 5-6 kids living in a ranch. I'm sorry. That's the way that's the vibe he gives me, but whatever. So, you know, they talk to each other and everything. I love their discussion. I do. Works for them, right? But then very, very quickly, Brennan makes the decision that Alexa is the one for him, and he decides to let Colleen know because that was his other interest. I'm not gonna lie. You know, on one side, I felt like I like a man that knows what he wants and rather focus on what he wants. And another side of me is like, yeah, Love is Blind. Yeah, that's the show. But at the same time, physical is also important. It is. You know, it's not the most important things, but it's important. And for me, I feel like he may have gone a little bit too fast. Let me know what you think. So from the time that he told Colleen that he didn't want to be with her and he decided that Alexa is the person for him, I felt like he got really emotional really fast, and then he told Alexa that he loved her. And then from telling her that he loved her, he decided to propose. And a part of me is like, man, like, I'm divided. A part of me feels that I want that as to work because I am an avid reader of romance book. I like a man that know what he wants. I like the love at first sight type of love story. And I want it to work because I love love. And because I am that type of woman, yes, I want it to work. But another part of me feels like, man, he's going fast. What's wrong with him? Episode 1, y'all. 45 minutes into episode 1, I was having discussion with my best friend. Hey, girl. And she was telling me episode 1 is basically maybe 2-3 days into the whole situation. The whole Love is Blind course or whatever is basically 6 weeks. So in 6 weeks, they have to like talk to the person blindly, decide who they want to be with, live with the person, then decide if they want to get married or not. And this man them decided he's going to get married after 45 minutes into the show. That's what? That corresponds to like 1-2 days, 3 days of talking. Y'all, please excuse me, but doing all of that and you even haven't seen the person yet? It's worrisome. Oh. They're doing the most. They're doing the most. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that was my review of episode 1 of Love is Blind. So far, so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to watch an episode, come with a review. Watch an episode, come with a review, so that whatever I tell you is fresh out of like how I felt after watching it. For those of you that are new here and that are just discovering me because of this episode review, hey, welcome, and I invite you to, you know. And for those of you that have been supporting me, that have been there with me, thank you so much. I'm appreciating you, and I will see you soon. Bye.